Hello friends, today I will be discussing while loop in Python. So before starting my discussion, I would like to tell you the scenario when we use while loop and when we prefer to use while loop over for loop. Because in my last class, in my last video, I have already discussed about for loop. So let's take an example to see the difference between while and for loop. So when I am very much sure that how many number of times I have to execute the statements, there I used to prefer have for loop. And when I am not sure how many number of times I have to run the loop, I prefer to use while loop. So there are two types of situation. When I am very much sure this number of times I have to run the loop, then I use for loop. And when I'm not sure how many number of times I have to use the loop, I will use while loop. So let's take an example. Suppose I ask you to make a program of table of any number. So in this case, you are very much sure that you have to run the loop 10 times, right? And suppose I ask you another situation, like suppose you play game, right, on your mobile. So if you once you open your game, you start playing, after finish your game, it asks you, do you want to continue? When you say yes, it gives you an interface of your game again. And if you say no, it quits the game. It means the programmer of your game that you are playing is not sure that how many number of times you are going to play that particular game. So in this situation, I'm not going to put for loop, because I don't know whether user is going to play for one time, two times, or it might be multiple 10, 20 times. It might happen that you play the same game in a stretch. So in such situation, we use while loop. So and another difference is for loop is a counting based loop. Means in this, we only iterate the loop based on the counting. Like range, we use range, I have already discussed, and we use sequences data type. So in both the thing, that is range and sequences, for loop counts the number of items. Like sequences, it count number of item and it iterates over the number of items of the sequence. Or in range, it iterates over the range that the range function generates on the basis of the input that you assign to it. But in while loop is based on conditions. So while loop execute, and the structure of while loop move around the conditions only. So we call for loop as a counting based loop and while loop as a condition based. So let's see the syntax of while loop. So it says while, that is a keyword, then we have to write a condition, and then we have to put a colon. So this condition play a major role. If this condition is true, only then control move inside the loop, and if this condition is false, then it will never go inside. Or this is the criteria. If this condition become false, only then the control comes out of the loop. So we have to take care of three things while we constructing while loop. Before that, let's see, if you are going to write condition and colon, then you get this much of indentation. As I told in my previous videos as well, that this indentation plays a major role. That this indentation tells that this statement is the part of this particular while loop. If you are going to miss this, if I'm going to write without indentation, then it means this statement 2 is not the part of while loop, and it gets executed once the control comes out of the while loop. So we have to take care of this indentation as well. So this is the structure of the while loop. So while constructing while loop, we have to take care of three things. That is the initial point, from where you want to start the program. And then the condition part, you have to construct some condition, and you have to take care of this thing, that this condition should become false after executing the statement certain number of times. Then updation. So with the help of this updation thing, you can make your condition false after certain number of execution of the statements. So let's take an example. Suppose I ask you to create a program to add at first 3 natural number or first 10 natural numbers, like we did in for loop. So we have to, as I have told you, that we have to take care of the initial point. So this is your initial statement. Then we have to write the while, and then we have to write the keyword condition. So condition will be move this loop till we have this condition become false, means initially I is equal to 1. So if I is less than 3, it means the control comes inside the loop and will run till I is less than equal to 3. Once I click this, so s is equal to sum plus I. So initially s is equal to 0. Now, so s is equal to 0 means, because I have to do addition of 3 numbers, so I will take one variable and initialize with 0, and in this statement I'm just adding number sum plus I. So and I have to print the sum. I will write here print the sum. So if this is the situation, then what happened? See, if I run this program, see, if I is equal to 1, if I start from here, then sum is getting initialized with 0, then I get checked with 3. This condition become true. Now I have written this code to add numbers from 1 to 3. So I gets initialized with 1, then sum gets initialized with 0. Here condition it's check. So if I is equal to 1, so we can, if this condition gets checked, it means this condition is true. So if this condition is true, the control moves inside the loop and it add the sum with I, that is sum's value, initial value is 0 plus 1. Now see, again it goes up and the i's values remain same, that is 1, right? Because I have not updated it. So again the condition become true. It moves inside, again do the addition, again it goes up, and again the value of I remains same because I'm not updating it. So this way it keeps going on and it will run the loop infinite times. Okay, so we need to write, as I told, that 3 things that we have to take care of is the initial point, the condition, and the updation point. Updation point is required to make this condition false. And how I can make this condition false? By updating the value of value of I. Now the value of I is getting updated, getting increased every time in the loop. So here after this sum plus is equal to sum plus I, the I's value become 2 and it is true, then it goes inside and I values become 3, again it is true, it will get executed. Now i's value become 4. Now when the I value become 4, at this point the condition become false because 4 is not less than equal to 3. Now the condition become false, it means the control will not go inside the loop, while loop. So, and it comes out of the loop and it print the value of sum. So that is how it works. So let's execute and see the result. Now if I'm going to run this loop, it will give you an output 6 because 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6. So that is how it works. So whenever we construct while loop, we have to take care of this updation part, updation of the variable or anything that you make a condition. So you have to write something so that you have to make some kind of updation so that this condition become false after running the loop after certain number of times. So in this I have initializing I am incrementing I by 1 so that after certain point I's value become more than 3 value, that is the initial condition, and when I's values become 4, it comes out of the loop and this print this statement, that is sum, and this print statement is the sum written after while loop, so it gets executed only once the control comes out of the while loop. So that's all while loop. So if you have any query or if you want me to discuss any other topic, please do mention in the comment section so that I can take those topic for discussion here. Thank you.